Ryan Rico will punt things away for BYU. Sategna from his own 13. Sategna finds a hole. Sategna's loose. Sategna down the sideline. Pig Sue-wee, another Arkansas touchdown.
Maintain their composure or it will get lost. You want your punt returner to make the first guy miss. Look at this. He runs right through three guys who really couldn't make a play on him. It wasn't that the blocking was that great. It was his speed and his decisiveness. And credit Arkansas for holding up at the end and not clipping. Watch the end of this run where a guy could make a block but backs off. Right here. Look at him, backs away and doesn't commit a clip there.
Well, Sategna, you talk about the speed.
They could have 3 losses by now.
I don't know about that.
They are not that good.
Put Florida State in there, I would say yes to that, what you just said.
Punt return by Caleb Downs, and he finds a seam. He makes the punter look silly. Caleb Downs, show him what you got. Touchdown, Bama. Who has 530 all time. Let's look at that punt return by Downs.
We got to look at this again. I mean, talk about this. You just catching the ball, go left, go right, spin around, and then just leave defenders in the dust. There's just no real art to that thing.
He said peace.
See ya. Yeah. You know, your blocker will set up a certain way, but it's all about running the daylight. And I think this is one of the hardest jobs in football. Fielding punts. You got 11 guys screaming downfield on you. That ball is high in the air. You got to not only catch it and then do something with it. It's just one of the most impressive plays in football, in my opinion.
I'm telling you, with the way Alabama is playing right now, this has to be one of the 4 best teams in the country.
Great play by the defensive back to break that up on 3rd down.
Odunze, one of the great skill players for Washington, back to return this punt. No fair catch, and he makes a man miss. Odunze to the left side, cuts it upfield. There he goes. Makes the punter miss. Odunze, he's going to go all the way. Touchdown. 83 yards.
Offense explosive, but obviously the defense and special teams as well. Odunze. Mel Kiper currently has him as a surefire first-round pick at the wide receiver position. Not only can he, you have to remember the Huskies lead the nation in explosive plays. They want the ball down the field. Michael is willing to check it down.
He knew he had a free play, so he slings it to Odunze. Cal jumped off sides. That penalty is going to be declined.
It's unheard of. They're averaging 9 and some change per play, which is just absolutely unheard of in the game of football.
Penix down the field. Odunze with the catch. With 5 Cal defenders around him. Penix. Correct. There's 8.5 minutes still to go.
A lot of fireworks early.
Play fake for Penix from the end zone. And that arm strength. He just slings it out there. Makes it look so effortless. Odunze. He's a really good cover corner. Penix going deep. Odunze turned around. Found the ball. Touchdown. Amazing. How do you stop that?
Listen, the coverage was pretty good. Michael Penix Jr. just dropping the football on a dime. It almost seemed like Odunze thought the ball was going to come over his other shoulder. Did a tremendous job of adjusting in air and making a tremendous grab for the touch. Definitely been the leader of this defense for the Cal Bears, putting together another great season.
Penix throws short middle. That's caught. And then the turn inside the 5. Odunze spins. Touchdown. What an effort. 14 yards after the catch.
Just putting together a highlight reel tonight. Listen, on the middle screen here, you cannot just hit Odunze with your
3rd and 10 plus. You got to be baited up for the screen, especially after they got hurt on it earlier.
Booming kick by Fletcher. Bobbled by Smith. Scoops it up. Ainias coming near side. Ainias Smith. He's to midfield. Cuts it back. This one may go to the house. Ain't nobody gonna catch Ainias Smith. $82 yards.
He's a great receiver. Coach Fisher was talking about he's a great running back. He is a wicked return man. And it's just a matter of time when number 0 gets his touches before he makes an explosive play in any contest. Able to cut it back. It was great blocking initially too for him to get upfield and get.
Tyree is hit, breaks the tackle, now Tyree with some space out in front, now he breaks loose, here goes Tyree, nothing but green grass in front, and Tyree in for the touchdown, 82 yards to the house.
Tyree spun so much, he went from the washer to the dryer, out to the closing rack.
He breaks about 6 tackles, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 right there, he makes the 6th one miss.
Second game in a row, the special teams comes up with a touchdown.
In the end zone. Yeah. Great job, buddy.
That's the collective noun. You can use that at your next dinner party, make some friends. There's a punt by McCarthy, and it's inside the 20. It's Wilson. He darts outside. Wilson with some space once again. He cuts back. Wilson across the 40. He is out of here. Outrageous. 83 yards of ballet.
Rock, chalk, Jayhawk. And it starts with the courage, Jason, to do that right there, to stare.
Hiding that Oklahoma side. Gavin Freeman to the house.
On a body down the field, Gavin Freeman finishes and has this place in an absolute frenzy.
He can do so. He is like a second coach on the field. Ty Mims on the run. This is danger. Out across the 50. Ty Mims. Touchdown. Austin last 4 games. Here you see Mims on the catch-all.
Just aggressive. And that's a guy going and making a play. Not letting it.
On a breakneck type of tempo, and it will wear down the defense.
So Lewis Brown standing at about the 25-yard line, and back to the 20, he'll have a return. And Brown, good return. And Brown's got the edge. And Brown will not be cut. He starts high-stepping, and he's into the end zone. Oh, my. 80-yard punt return.
No flags on the field. Great special teams so far by Colorado State. Getting the ball back on a touched punt, and now a punt return for a score.
Boy,
great blocking and just picking his way, and Horton starts the high step right about here. It's like, I'm going for the end zone. It's time to put on the show.
Every coach we talk to, every coach.
Line's right there to stop it.
McGinnis to punt to Beanie Bishop Jr.
That is some room.
21 has space. There goes Beanie. Beanie has the side. Beanie. No flags. Touchdown. Special teams has played a factor in this first half. British Brooks missed the tackle. From there, Beanie Bishop just did his thing.
Well, you saw the punt. Not a lot of hang time and angle towards the sideline, but the coverage wasn't adjusted over.
He is one of the best punters in the country. He's third in punting average at about 49 per game. And this one hung up in the wind a little bit. Here's Worthy, makes the first man miss. Straight ahead past the 40. Kicker to beat. There he goes. Worthy making a house call on a punt return. Xavier Worthy
with a 75-yard return for a touchdown.
Well, you mentioned it, Dave. This punt hung up in the air, and Xavier Worthy got the blocks that he needed. He had a crease, and there are few players in all of college football as explosive as Xavier Worthy. He hits the speed burst, and it's heels to the field. Not a chance for a BYU defender.
Florida State got home and got a hit on the quarterback, causing him to miss that wide-open receiver.
Line drive kick. Returnable. Keon Coleman. Breaking tackles. Still on his feet. He's got a convoy of blockers. Coleman lets some of those blocks happen out in front of him. Looking for a cutback lane. Finding it. Down inside the 10-yard line.
Oh, my gosh.
First and goal, Florida State. 74 yards on the return.
What a return by Keon Coleman. You see him make one move. He makes another move, breaks some tackles. That man's out there running. He's got more moves than the military family. You're going to watch him continue to set up his blocks, continue to go. He's not trying to go down. Oh, no, he tries to stay up all the way.
So Keontae Scott back there to return the punt. He will stand at the 30-yard line. Max Fletcher averaging 48 yards per punt. Another boomer. Here is Scott through a couple of defenders to midfield. Cuts it back to the outside. It's a foot race to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Auburn, 73 yards. Scott will return for Auburn.